Alright guys, I'll teach you about the macros and their functions, and I'll only record this video in English. It will only be in English. I won't post this video in my channel in Portuguese, okay? So let's go. Every hour we have a macro, but not every macro it will be a tradable macro. I'll explain you. I'll show you and explain. We have, for example, 1 hour, right? AM, like you can see here. So 120, 120, write this 120 to 140. 20 and 40. This is a macro, and we have 150 to 210. As you can see here, 150 to 210. So 20, 40, 50, 10, right? You get it, right? But as you can see here with the indicator that I have, the first macro of the day starts 2:33 and 3 a.m. and those macros that I have here, as you can see, right? So why we don't use this one that I show you right now, 120 to 40 and 50 to 10? Why we don't use that? Because this, it's not a high probability macro. It's not an A plus setup, so we don't use those macros. Those macros, like this one I showed you right now, it's for accumulating price. As you can see here, this is accumulation. Look, the price accumulate orders in this level, so we have a lot of sell side liquidity right here. Okay, a lot of sell side liquidity below those levels. Trend lines and price took buy side liquidity, right? But we have sell side liquidity, right? Let me change that color. We have sell side liquidity because it's lagging because I'm rendering a video, but I try my best. I can't waste time. Sell side liquidity, as you can see. So this is accumulation. So this macro 120 to 140 and 150 to 210, it's a macro that accumulates orders. Okay, you don't trade that. You trade 2:33 and 3 a.m. This macro works pretty well. So as you can see here, you could in this day you can't trade here because it's not so good. You have a breaker, high, low, higher, high, breaks down here, and you can sell, but it's not so good in this day. Okay, so this is not a good one to trade in this day, but most of the days this is a good macro to trade. But you need to know sometimes this macro do two functions. You can trade and the macro will expand, displace, or some days this macro will consolidate, like you can see here. So I don't like this macro pretty much. I like this one, 4:3, 4:30. And you can use the 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. or you can use the macro 4:30. In this range, time window is good to trade because this is the silver bullet zone, 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. and it's London silver bullet zone, and you have the macro 4:3, 4:30, okay, or 4:33. You can extend to there, or 4:40, at least to 4:40. Okay, so this is a good time window to trade. Okay, like as you can see here, sweeps, turtle soup. In the 15-second time frame, you can buy here, looking for buy side liquidity, or you can sell here. Fair value gap, inversion, sell there. Okay, this is a good macro, right? So this macro usually expands. It's rare. You won't see this macro consolidates. Okay, this one is for expansions, buy side or sell side, doesn't matter. You need to know the bias. I'm just explaining you the time and the macros. And I'm not putting the 90-minute cycles. I didn't put the 90-minute cycles. In this video, I'll only show you the macros. I won't talk about prime and discount, high time frame PD arrays, etc. Just the macros and their functions, okay? You know what you need to do. Put everything together, not the macros, only the macros. You trade this, oh, this is a macro, I'll sell here. No, you don't do that. You need to know the bias, where the chart will going. It's going up, it's going down. You need to know before it happens. Okay? So let's go. Let me see if I have another macros. No. First one, 820 to 830. You have the silver bullet zone. It's like 730 to 830. It's a silver bullet window, and you can use this one, for example. Let me see here. First one, it's not in the indicator, but I have here 820 to 830. 820 to 830, or you extend to 840. Okay, right there, 840. As you can see, price expands higher, and exactly 840 retrace a little bit and continue higher, because it's not the macro that expanding price is going up seeking buy side liquidity, but we have a time when that will happen. So 830, 820, my mistake, 820 to 840. Okay, so here we have a breaker, a fair value gap. You can buy here, go long. You need to know the PD arrays inside the macros and the higher time frames, etc. But this one you can buy here and go higher. This is a macro that will expand. You don't see this macro, you won't see this macro consolidation. This macro, it's an expansion macro, okay? And you can see those macros consolidate sometimes when you have non-farm payroll week, NFP week. This can consolidate CPI, etc. Those high impact news will maybe consolidate inside the macros, so you need to be careful on those weeks. Okay, so let's go. The best macros you will find here, those two, 850 to 910 and 950 to 1010. The best macros is here in this time window. Okay, so this macro here, 850 to 910, it's another expansion macro. As you can see here, market structure shift, swing low, fair value gap, or the blocks breaker. You can sell here, looking for sell side, etc. And that's it. So 850 to 910, and we have another one here, 920, as you can see here, 920 to 930, Barik extend to 940. Okay, in this day wasn't pretty good, but sell side, buy side, you can buy here, go long, etc. And we have this one right there, 950 to 1010, another expansion micro. Turtle Soup breaks down balanced price range. You can sell there, but you can sell in the Turtle Soup here or in the 15-second time frame. So this is a good macro, expansion macro. And let me see, 1150 to 1210. Oh, my mistake. 1050 to 1110. This one right there. As you can see, another expansion macro, and sometimes you will see this macro matches with a breaker, and you will see this macro doing a turtle soup entry. So we have a breaker, swing high, swing low. So high, low, higher high, breaks down and comes back again right there. A breaker here. This candle is a breaker, right? This candle is a breaker. And sometimes you see turtle soup inside this macro. Price comes back, reaching for that level, balanced price range, breaker, you can sell there, here again and again, almost, because 10-10. So sometimes you see this macro aligns with a breaker, and you will see inside those time window a turtle soup. So it's a good macro to trade, but you need to be careful. Why? Because sometimes this macro consolidates to sweep and do that turtle soup, as you can see here, this swing high and that one turtle soup and comes back a little bit further, but it works. And you will see this macro finishing a trend. What I mean, price is going down, prime to discount, and this macro will be almost 90% of the time in the lower quadrant of the trend, and will finish the trend, and after that a little bit moving lower and will reverse, as you can see here. You got you know what I mean? This maybe help you. 930 high and low, right? This is a range, inside the daily range. Here, what I mean, we have 50% level right there. I'll mark this out. Mark this out. So everything above this line is prime. Everything below this line is discount. But we have a breaker right here, and we are above the midnight opening and above the 9:30 opening. So this, it's not technically in discount. This is in prime. Reference to what? Is in prime because we are above the midnight opening, and we are above the 9:30 opening, and we are above the 8:30 opening. Okay, so this is also a prime. Okay, so inside this macro you can sell here above the midnight or here 9:30, a little bit further of the macro, but doesn't matter, it's a tradable, you can sell there. But you need to be careful because price will going down. In this case, we will continue the trend. Like I say, this macro matches sometimes with a breaker and turtle soup, sometimes consolidate and you have a turtle soup. And this macro, the function of this macro is to finish a trend and after that reverse. So price will going down until reach a higher time frame PD array, liquidity, and imbalances like a fair value gap in the higher time frame, and after that you could expect price market structure shift right here and going back up again. Buy side, buy side, buy side liquidity. Okay, did you get what I mean? I think you get it. Let me see if I have something more to explain. I'll show you something. See this level? Are you seeing this level, right? Look at this. Right there. Look, sell side liquidity in the higher time frame. Are you seeing this? Those lows? This is the 15-minute time frame. Relativity equal lows. Price was in prime, took buy side liquidity and displaced lower, took in sell side. And what do we have here also? Liquidity takes that, and we have this one. Price didn't take that, but the next few days the price comes back again. So we have the most important liquidity, this one right here, and this relativity equal lows. Let's going back to the 5-minute. Look, in the 5-minute time frame, price reached that, sell side, sell side, sell side again, those lows, and after that reverses to get the highs. 1 minute. You will see what I mean. Look, those sell side relativity lows. So when price reaches a discount level and took all of the sell side liquidity, what we can expect? Like I said in the other video that I post, we can expect price going up because we are in discount. In this case, we're not in prime, it's inverse what I teach in the other video. We are below the 8:30, below the 9:30, below the midnight opening, took all of sell side liquidity. Now what we can expect price going higher. So you get what I trying to teach you about this macro, right? Expand. This is an expansion macro, but there is more things like I teach you inside this time window. Okay, finish the liquidity and after that reverse to get the buy side liquidity. Okay, right. This macro 1150 to 1210. Sometimes 98%, 99% of the time this macro will consolidate, as you can see here, but it will give you sometimes an entry to go long or going short. As you can see here, we have a fair value gap. We have a fair value gap right there. Look at the bodies, respects a lot. You can buy here and going long, reaching for buy side liquidity, and you can do more things like 90-minute cycles through openings. You can do standard deviations, as you can see here, silver bullet zones, -2, 2.5, etc. You can do a lot of stuff, DTCC, 50% levels, etc. Okay, here we have another macro. Let me see if yeah, 110 to 140. This is an expansion macro, and sometimes it's also a turtle soup macro, as you can see here, which that swing high and displays lower. You know what I mean? So this is a good macro to trade. Is if you have a breaker in the left side of the chart aligned with this macro, it will be good. So turtle soup, breaker, fair value gap, inversion fair value gap, you can sell here. It's a good macro to sell or buy. It depends on the bias. You need to know if the chart is going down or if the chart is going up. So another expansion macro and turtle soup macro. Okay, we have another one here, 220 to 240. It's also an expansion macro. Sometimes we'll see this macro going against the trend. If the trend is going up, this macro sometimes will going down against the trend and will give you an entry and you can buy and go long. Usually this macro don't consolidate, retraces against the trend and keeps going higher, for example in this example here. So this is a continuation. This is a retracement macro and a continuation macro. Okay, that's it. 250 to 1510, right there. 250 to 1510. This is a macro. As you can see here, retrace, going higher, finishes this macro and starts another one. Open, high, rejection block, going lower, seeking for sell side liquidity and balancing this range, and after that going higher. You need to know higher time frame, PD arrays, bias. I'm just showing you how this every macro works. Okay, after that we have this one, 315 to 345. This macro, I don't know how it works. Sometimes we'll see this macro expanding, high resistance liquidity run, expanding, and sometimes we'll see this macro consolidates. I'm not sure how this macro works, okay, but it's here the time. And we have the last one, 350 to 410. Sometimes you will see this macro expand and sometimes will consolidate like here. Why that happens? If you see this macro consolidates, you maybe you will have news after the markets close. So sometimes you have news at 4:30 and 4:45. Okay, so if this macro consolidates, most of the times you will have a news release after close. Okay, so that's it. I think I explained everything to you guys. So I wish you a good day and God bless you. Okay.